Hi there, everybody. Hope everyone can hear me well. This is something new we're trying for 2024, and thank you for taking the time to be here with me today. I am kind of running a little late, so I apologize for my tardiness. That's something my mom always taught me to do. Fortunately, I am Cuban, and I will lean into that stereotype. I am almost always never on time. And so it is something about me that I strive to fix, but I have not been able to do so far in my lifetime. And but thank you again for everyone for engaging, for being here, for taking the time. If you're watching this live, if you're not watching it live, wherever you are, whenever you are, thank you for taking a moment and to learn about the Small Business Coffee Break and what that means from deposit insurance. We've been doing this now for about 7 years, and folks always ask me why it is that we started it. And actually quite a few different questions that we get about the coffee break. Why we started it, how does it work, what am I doing? And this year we wanted to add a different component to it. So usually what we end up offering is a information directly related to small businesses and what they need and how they can grow their businesses, things that they can avoid in their businesses, and things of that nature. And one of the things I think we were constantly missing was the ability to connect with our with other small business owners. So we were providing great information, things that everyone needs. A lot of feedback over the years about how it's helped their businesses, but we weren't really telling that small business story. The why is a small business is everything for a small business owner. Most people, when they decide to open a business, it's rarely about simply making money. It's mostly about some journey that they went on, and as their business grows, what that journey looks like. So that's what we're going to be doing live, hopefully once a month, if not a little bit more. It's so that we can go ahead and share those stories with you. We're going to be doing them live from our grounds. Many of you who know our agency, our business, you know that we are very big on helping small businesses and also very big on education. So as we are growing, and one of the things we've decided to do is support this nonprofit, Our Grounds, that provides long-term occupational opportunities for folks who have neurodivergent or other cognitive intellectual disabilities. And so we want to be able to promote them as much as we can. And in that, we want to be able to bring other business owners here so they can check out just the amazing work that's being done by Vanessa and her staff here. So I'm very thankful for that opportunity to be able to do that. That being said, one of the things probably the question I get asked most often is why the Small Business Coffee Break? We're an insurance agency. Why are we always talking about things that have nothing to do with insurance? And the answer to that is really quickly. So as we were deciding on how we were going to connect with our customers, what stories were we going to tell, we found that insurance was, a pretty dry topic. I'm not going to say insurance is not sexy. I strongly believe that insurance is sexy. I just think that talking about the process of insurance can be a little daunting. And so that being said, we were thinking about what can we do, or what can I do to better connect with my customers? How can I provide them value? How can I provide them something that will give them beyond just the services that we offer for insurance? And so, as helping small businesses, we often got questions we had no business answering, and that is how the Small Business Coffee Break was born. So what ended up happening is that we realized we shouldn't be answering those questions. So why not bring professionals in their field who can answer those questions for the small business owner? Give them a resource to be able to do, to be able to get those questions answered, and maybe be able to realize that they're not alone in that particular battle, that particular fight. And I believe very strongly that insurance is only a part of risk mitigation. It's only a part of protecting your life and protecting your business. So the information and education we were able to provide, was going to be an augment to that. We would be able to provide information about your business that had nothing to do with what I do for a living. Which, by the way, I am extremely passionate about. Anyone who's gotten me talking about insurance knows right away that I will talk about it till I'm blue in the face and I bore people at parties occasionally. So with that, if you had any questions, and Jason, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your partnership. I appreciate you being on the Small Business Coffee Break, and everything that you guys are doing at Go Digital Hero. And I'm going to agree with James. It's its own kind of sexy. It's not Barry White sexy, but it's its own thing. So that's kind of why the coffee break exists, and so I thought the next thing I do, which is kind of what I want to do with the small business owners, is ask them a little bit about their businesses, and how their businesses fit into their customers' lives, and so one of the things that happens a lot to me is I get asked questions about the small business coffee break, and so I wrote down a few of them to share them. One of them is, do I like being on camera? Actually, it's probably more along the lines of, wow, you're great on camera. Now, that's a very subjective term. I don't believe I'm great on camera, and I'm not by any stretch of the imagination, taking that moniker onto myself. But I will tell you that I do not like doing this. Does not feel comfortable. I am in a coffee shop, surrounded by awesome people. You can probably hear some of that in the background, and they're all kind of looking at me a little strangely. But nonetheless, I realize that this medium, this opportunity, this conversation is one that we should be having. We should be, reaching out to our customers in a way that they generally want to get reached out to, and social media is a big part of that. So I will tell you that with time you do get, I wouldn't say comfortable or accustomed to it. I'd say that with time what you get is through it. Every time you find a little tip or trick or a little process that helps you be maybe a little bit smoother, maybe a little bit more communicative, and you get over that initial butterflies quicker and quicker. But I can tell you, in the time I've been doing this, the butterflies they are pretty strong. Right, every time before I hit record or now press live. Where do I get the ideas for the content or the people I want to meet? So usually I get them from my customers. Small business owners have lots of concerns, and a lot of times they don't know where to go to ask those concerns. So they'll ask me the questions. Every time a customer asks me a question, I write it down. And generally try to, if it's something I think I'm getting, that's going to get provide a lot of value to my customers, I look for someone who can speak to that, and I'm able to provide that information over to my customers. So the questions come from you. And part of doing this live will be to be able to offer that from here on out. I would love to be able to offer this as an opportunity for you to ask questions. So for you to engage with us, engage with me particularly, and let me know what kinds of stories you want to hear, what kinds of questions you want answered. I'm here to serve you, and I'd be glad to do that. Another question I get very often for my videos is, do I do my own editing? And the answer to that question is a resounding thank God no. For a long time, I did do it on my own. Probably did it on my own for about 4 years. I got okay at it, but that is a completely different skill set than running an insurance agency. And so my time was better spent talking to customers, and being able to assist and trying to figure that out. So what I decided to do was hire a firm who would start helping me with the editing, and over the years that's morphed into a really great relationship now that was recently started with Juan Lopez at Uninhibited Media, and connecting his creativity and ability to get me out of my own comfort zone is going to be a great thing looking forward to. So Him and his team are the ones who are doing my editing, and they do it for me. So if I look good at all, I thank them. Um, does it work? So that's the question I probably get the most. Like, does this create opportunities for my business? Does this provide value to other people? As far as the value is concerned, I can only go based on the anecdotal evidence I have, which is, I'm always so thankful when I show up at a networking event and, someone who follows me, comes up to talk to me about what they heard, what they saw, what it meant to them, how it helped them. If I can make a connection to one of those people that we had on the show, or anything like that. From a business perspective, yes, 100%. If you're looking to grow your business, video is a really great way to connect with customers. And no matter how much video exists out there, chances are there's not enough of it in your space, and you would be surprised how far reaching it gets. Don't worry about engagement. Don't worry about likes and followers or anything of that nature. My follower count has never been large. That has never been the intent. My intent was always to provide value to the people that need it. And I use the content in lots of different ways. I post it online on social media. It also exists on my blog. I have templates that when my customers have like a series of questions that are answered by different professionals, I send them an email with those videos by having those individuals answer those questions for them versus me trying to find a way and probably get myself in trouble in talking about things that I shouldn't talk about. Um, Another thing that I do, another question I get asked for is how much equipment do you need in order to do this? Not very much. I'm testing this for the first time, so I don't know what the sound is going to end up being like. Hopefully, I'm speaking loud enough and having the mic this close to me uh, will work. But the reality is I'm doing this with a laptop, a phone, a wireless Go, which is a wireless microphone, one connected to my iPhone, one connected to this microphone right in front of me. And that's it. So a tripod, that too. So, I mean, other than the phone, you're probably looking at a total investment of, I don't know, $250. And you too can do this. Now, obviously, the editing is going to cost quite a bit more, and it does take time. It takes time to come up with the ideas. It takes time to, really, well, if you really want to do it right, if you have your audience in mind, your customers in mind, the people you're trying to reach, the people you're trying to provide value to, um, that is going to take some time, and time is money, right? So you are going to be there. It will be something that be valuable to you. But to get started, to be able to just hit record as the people who really inspired me to start doing more video are three individuals: Ryan Hanley, Joy Giangola, and Sydney Rowe. All three were in the insurance space, and all three were just so passionate about reminding us to just hit record. And thanks to them, I did do that. And one piece of equipment led to another piece of equipment. Obviously, today I have way more than I used to. But it doesn't take much to do it. So that is my story. That is why the Small Business Coffee Break exists. I thank you if you've watched all about 28 minutes of this. Thank you, and I'm sorry. It was my first attempt to do this live, and I'm hoping to get better. Like I said, every time you end up getting better. And hopefully, next time what we'll have is a small business owner telling their stories, and I'll be asking them about their why. And there hopefully will be opportunities for you to see your story in theirs, or be encouraged if you're not quite where they are, you be able to reach there too. So there's no magic in running a business. A lot of folks think that sometimes there is. At the end of the day, what it takes is a lot of hard work and the willingness to get up every time you fall down. Wake up every morning and say, even if yesterday was bad, today will be better, and get that going. So thank you very much, and until next time, guys.